You guys have obviously had some good home form recently, but you guys got the tie at San Jose, gave you some confidence. How you take the momentum from that back onto the road this week?
I think it's big. You know, when you look at the last game we played on the road, thought it was a positive step in the right direction. We defended well, and we're unfortunate not to win. We had chances, so it'll be the same versus RSL. They're a good attacking team. They'll look to push the game, and you know, we need to be disciplined defensively, but also we need to make them defend us and put some pressure on you know, their back line. You know, they've lost last two games and they've given up some goals. So we need to find the balance between how much we attack and how much we defend.
Is kind of prioritizing defense something that you guys are more focused on the road, or is it going to switch depending on the game?
I think we're always focused on defending, but I think when you're on the road, you know you're going to probably have to defend a bit more and absorb a bit more, because home teams want to attack, they want to score goals, they want to push games, and you know, we're just being realistic and pragmatic with understanding that, you know, we can't expect to play exactly on the road like we do at home.
Is it, knowing that you guys lead the league at this point in clean sheets, how big is that for the team?
I think it's big because we've, in 10 games, you know, we've not been scored on. There have been some games where we have been scored on. You know, 3 big ones in particular. You cut that out, we're probably top of the league in terms of goals given up. So we're not happy with some of the games that we've let the game get away from us. So we've wanted to change that and correct that, and I think we have. The last 2 games we got 2 clean sheets, and you know, I think at this stage, you know, somebody told me, I didn't realize it, but I think we've gotten 10 wins, the fastest we've ever gotten in this club's history. So we're in a good run. We're 7-3-2 in the last 12 games, but the last 10 games we got to win. You know, and we're going to need to. I've said this. We're going to need to get points on the road, not just to get in the playoffs and get a good seed, but when we get in the playoffs, hopefully we're going to need to win on the road.
Salt Lake's a place that you guys have had some difficulty in the past. You've obviously won there, but what makes them a tough team, especially at home?
You know, I think most places in the league are tough to play on the road, but Salt Lake does well at home. A big part of that, I think, is they're a team that wants to dictate the game and control the game, and in most games at home they do. You know, they're a possession team. They attack. They get a lot of numbers forward, and that's why they do well at home. And you know, that's maybe why we haven't done as well there. But I think it's every team on the road has a tough time. Some more than others, but you know, we've been a team that's gotten points on the road, so this will be no different. Hopefully, we can go in there and put in a good performance and be disciplined and organized, and like I said, threaten them as well, and take our chances, but we need to be patient.
You've talked a lot about the difference Milano makes when he comes in, and we've obviously seen that. How close is he getting to 90 minutes fit?
You know, he gets closer every week. So and you know, it's not just the physical side, it's the tactical and technical side of things as well. You know, getting up to speed with how we do things and how we train and the way we work and the system we play, and you know, the responsibilities and the roles within our system, and you know, the connections between players, the chemistry there. All those little things take time. So he's making an impact. Obviously, he's showing what we thought he'd show in terms of being a dynamic player, someone that can threaten and get behind a lot and change a game. He's shown that, and he'll continue to get better and better, sharper and sharper, more fit, and his impact will be greater as time goes on.
You guys have a stretch, I think, of 4 games now where you're playing Western Conference teams that are kind of right around you in the standings. So how important is that going to be to do well in those next 4 games?
Yeah, they're true 6-point swings. You know, we play RSL and Houston the next 2 games, and they're both underneath us. So, you know, can we distance ourselves even more from those teams? You know, right now we're 5 points clear of the red line in Houston, and you know, RSL, I think it's 6 points clear. So, good results in these next 2 games will mean we'll start to really separate ourselves.
You guys brought in Milano. Obviously, other teams in the West have made moves as well. Dos Santos, LA, Torres is finally in for Houston. How's that changed the dynamic? Having all these teams have kind of different looks.
Yeah, I mean, LA is like a completely different team. They add in 2 world-class players, and we don't have to worry about LA this weekend, but eventually we will, because we play them on the road here coming up. In the last 10 games. So right now we're focused on RSL and trying to get a result there, but there certainly are some teams that have bolstered their their teams. So LA's certainly one.
Great.